Hey guys, Redbeard here. Look, man, been out of town for a couple weeks. Had a busy week this week. Lots going on. Anyway, a little update on the new shop. They're pouring concrete this next week. They got all the footers dug. Got everything set in place. Looking forward to that. Should be down over Christmas to get that building put together, and then it's going to get finished in. And with a little luck, it'll be ready to go by late spring. That's the goal. Anyway, had a good trip. Went down to Wildcat. Met up with some Suzuki buddies down there for Spooky Zoo. It was a lot of fun. If you haven't been to that park, you should check it out. The scenery's crazy. Lots of nice rock formations. Had a really good time. And a really cool tunnel, too. It was pretty neat. And went down there. And I went over to Birds Adventure Center for Rocktoberfest. Had a lot of fun there. It rained a lot, which is pretty typical for Oktoberfest. But I didn't get a whole lot of trail time in. Like, it was pretty miserable rain. I think the next rig I build will be in closed cab. I probably should have took Waffles. But Waffles didn't have windshield wipers, so we're going to take care of that today. But I got a couple cool things. Something I would have never bought myself, but I won it in the raffle down there at Rocktoberfest. And I got this Factory 55 Ultra Hook and a rope guard. So when I go down in December back to Arkansas where the Sammy Mog's at, I'm going to go put new rope on it and put this new hook on there. I guess I found out 13 years may be too long for rope. That's my best estimate, is I put that rope on in either 2009 or 2010. I thought it was earlier. I'd put the winch on in like 2004, but I believe I ran cable until 9 or 10. So I've been running the same 3/8 rope since then. Gonna go ahead and upgrade that. Had a little not a mishap, but we were towing Steven's rig up out of the creek, and anyway, had a little fun there. Might have stood it up on the back tires. And when we hooked the winch up across the road there to pull it, I thought the winch line had pulled tight, so I gave the Sammy Mog a little gas, and the rear tires bit, and it underdrove the winch, and so it leaned back. And I set the rear recovery hook down on a rock or on a stump, I'm not sure what. But we cut the winch, the tow rope. Had a 3/8 or 1/2-inch tow rope I've been using forever. Well, anyway, I cut the loop out of it, and we'll let Steven's rig go backwards, and Dan got up in there and got him shut down with this tire. So, no harm, no foul. We all made it out. Hopefully Steven got his transmission fixed. I haven't followed up with him on that, but pretty good time, pretty exciting. Of course, nobody had a camera on it. Look at this. I won this nifty little lunchbox. Like, I'm not sure. My kid's sister put a kick it in for me. I guess you can make custom trail mix. This spins, and you put your chips over here, different dips. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I won that too. So, won a few other things at the raffle. Had a pretty good time. They always do a good raffle. But I got back, ordered up some new windshield wiper arms. These are for left-hand drive from Figmo at Roadless Gear. I have bought a ton of stuff from Figmo at Roadless Gear through the years. Never had any issue. So I got my new wiper arms. Problem is, these are the old style. Like, I haven't seen this style in a very long time. Which makes sense. It's an old vehicle, right? But it's hard to find the wiper adapters and everything to go on this little, I don't know what you call that, like a little stud style. Take the old clip over ones, right? So my new wiper blades I ordered up, they're the J style, which I like the J style. They're actually my favorite. They go on so easy, but they don't fit. So I had to order these little adapters. We'll get to put this on today, but these are basically going to slide on over here and bolt through, and then we'll be able to run the J style hooks, wiper blades off of it. So that's what we're working on today. I do hope to get the RAM charger back in today. It's all going to depend on if I can get a hand over here to get it pushed into the shop. We are ready for teardown. So pretty exciting stuff. I got to put a receiver on the back of Waffles because I left the Sammy Mog at home. I'm going to build like a stiff arm bar off the tie rod to pull that chassis in and out over the winter. Once we lift the Ram Charger up, so I can build the frame to match, you know. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this plate and go over that rear C-channel that's a bumper on the back there, and I'll blow some holes up through here, and I'll put some 1/2-inch inserts up in the bottom, and then 2 1/2-inch inserts through here through the back, and I'll tack them in place. And what I'll have is this removable bracket here. This is actually a trailer axle hanger for a 8,000-pound Lippert. And it should be plenty heavy. And I've got a receiver, like just a class 2, nothing big. And when it comes in, I'll pull this bracket off, I'll center that receiver up, and we'll get seal welded in around that. And we should be good to go at that point. So it's gonna make the, hopefully when I get done, we'll have a removable receiver mount is the goal. So I can take it all the way off if I want to. I don't have to weld on the body. I may tack the inserts in depending on how good of a crimp I get. I'm not opposed to tacking them. I just have very limited access to the back side of that, we'll call it a bumper, but the back side of that C-channel. So I got to get a little creative on how I do that. Now, I mean, I wouldn't go tow like, you know, full-size trailer or nothing, but moving the smoker around the yard, reparking trailers, you know, general stuff like that. I'd trust it for recovery too. I think that that's solid enough. I mean, I have my soft shackles hooked in through there, so hopefully it's solid enough. But I think that's going to work out just fine. Been doing some more like parts research, homework on the SUV 10 build. Some interesting stuff. I'm actually, I think I'm going to go with either a Trackhawk or a Hellcat Durango rear dropout. They come with 370 gears, a little bit lower geared. I think we're not really looking for that top end. We're looking for off the line. And I think that's going to work better, and prices seem a little better. So I think we're going to go that route. What I'm debating on the front, it's not a deal breaker. I'm just going to have to do some more homework, but I can buy a 300 Charger all the way through the Hellcats. They're interchangeable. So I can buy a brand new front subframe, make my engine cradle, get everything mocked up on that, and then piece together the A-arms and struts and everything. Now, I don't know that I want to go with struts. I'd rather go with a double A-arm and a spring or an airbag is my goal. And for packaging, I think that'd be a lot nicer. Now, performance, there may be an advantage that other way. I'm just not as familiar with it. So I got a little bit more homework to do on figuring out that front suspension for the SUV 10. I looked at like some C4, C5 Corvette dropouts. It's a lot of aluminum, and I'm just nervous with the weight of the Ram Charger. That may not be the route I want to go. I think I want to go with steel on that. So anyway, I did find an oil pan and everything for the engine. We're in good shape there. And odd as it sounds, I've thrown it out there to Zeppelin. I'm waiting for some feedback from him. But we may go with a Tramac 256 6-speed back in behind that Viper, put it back like it should be. Kind of lean in that direction too. You know, I don't know. I think it would be fun, but from the seating position, even with the short throw, long shift or short throw, maybe it'll feel good. I don't know. Like I've never driven anything sporty in a truck chassis, right? Or not truck chassis, truck body, you know. So he's a little hesitant. He's drove Betty around some. Betty's running a South Bend twin disc, and you know, if you ever drove a Dodge Cummins 6-speed, it's not the most pleasant shifting experience, right? And that's what he learned to drive a manual on. So I think it'd be good. Maybe we'll buy Q a new clutch, and he'll let me teach something to driving a Miata. Get him used to something with a little bit lighter clutch feel, a little more responsive. Well, maybe that'll do the trick. But anyway, End of the story. It's his build. I could save probably like $2,000 by going back with the 256 over the Demon 8-speed. Part of me really is interested in that Demon 8-speed, so I don't know. Anyway, I got to make those decisions because the front cradle where it bolts into the frame rails, I'm going to have the plates are going to sandwich through the transmission, you know, the bolts for that too. It's going to be a full wrap-in bracket. So probably rigid mount and everything to the chassis. We'll see how that goes. I'm debating back and forth, but I thought grabbing the back of that engine would be better for support. Maybe that's not the way to go. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We'll come up. We got time for that. But anyway, guys, that's where we're at. So I'm going to get started today on these windshield wipers, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for checking back in. Sorry for the pause. And Razorbacks are playing today. Pretty exciting. And Zeppelin, the Troy Trojans, man. They've made it through the first 2 rounds of district play, still keeping the home seed advantage. They're going into the finals next Friday. So the regulatory body, PIA, whatever, is the team we're going up against. They got a really strong reputation for winning out. Troy hasn't made it this far since 2013. It's the first time in 10 years we're going to the final game of the playoffs. Pretty cool. They're in really good shape. They've mercy ruled 12 games consecutively now. Last night they beat Line Mountain by 44-0. Second and third string was in for most of the second half, I guess, because they went to mercy rule so the clock doesn't stop. Anyway, they're doing great. There is a little controversy on our field. The other team's trying to get them to move it to a turf field and get out of where we normally play. I don't think that's right. We've earned, the kids have earned, the school has earned the top seed, so they should get home field. I mean, you can't go changing the rules at the end every time. It seems kind of like what's going on. So hopefully they get that all straightened out. But pretty excited for Zepp. He's real excited. So pretty cool stuff, man. Anyway, like I said, lots going on. We're going to get this put together. I'll show you how it comes out. Thank y'all. Hey guys, look at this. Look at all, man. There's zip tying that one. Don't worry about that. But look, 30 minutes ago, this would have been a problem. Oh, my windshield's all wet. But look at this. Look at this. It's less wet. The wipers make it less wet. Anyway, guys, if you're not familiar with Suzuki's, yes, that is as fast as they run. I'll have to go in and I'll rig a new squirter up. They make a little aftermarket eBay unit. It's like 25 bucks. Comes with a pump and holds about half a gallon. I'll get that mounted underneath here. I run one on a Sammy Mog. Works just fine. But anyway, guys, we have wipers. So, pretty successful so far today. Let's see how that receiver mount goes. Check back with you. Hey, guys, look at that. We got our bracket. I sunk 4 1/2-inch inserts through this bumper. 2 in through the face, 2 in through the bottom rail, right? And I welded a bead around the face of them. Ground it smooth, and then used a double washer and a crush method to crimp them. Looking at the back side, we got good crimps. Everything tightened up well. I have a lot of confidence in these big inserts. I'm not worried about this coming off. So my parts will be here Monday. When I come home next week, I got to go to beautiful Midland, Texas again next week. And next weekend after Zeppelin's playoff game, Saturday, I'll weld that new hitch on right here, and we're going to be good to go. Anyway, that's going to be a wrap for tonight, and we're going to start the next video right now as we roll the SUV 10 into the shop for teardown. Thank you.